Welcome back to Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back. It's been a few years since she's been on the program, but she is back to talk about Commute Solutions Month. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Veronica Baxter-Lamb, who is with the Houston-Galveston Area Council. Hello and welcome.
Hi, KG. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yes, good to be back on your show.
A lot has happened since you last were on the show, and a lot of people have moved to Houston since the last time you were on this program. So that means we got more traffic. More population means more traffic, but the Houston-Galveston Area Council, you have the Road Warriors for Smarter Commutes. So for those who may not be familiar, can you please explain what HGAC is and what it is that you all do?
Okay. The Houston-Galveston Area Council has actually been around for many, many years, since 1966.
Wow.
We started, and we are a local government, an association of local governments and local elected officials. We work closely with all of the 150 plus local governments in our region, 13 county area. And what we do is urban planning. We provide funding for local governments for various services. Transportation is just one of those services where I work, but there is also departments such as community environmental planning, public services, aging, that deals with our seniors throughout our 13 county area. But we also do police training. We purchase fire trucks and police cars. We do a number of things that a lot of people in our region is not familiar with. They see these services all the time through our police, our fire department, our various city jobs, but they're not familiar with the fact that the Houston-Galveston Area Council funds many of those services.
Yeah. Wow. And August is Commute Solutions Month.
Yes, it is.
So explain, what is Commute Solutions Month?
Okay. First of all, let me explain Commute Solutions.
Okay. So Commute Solutions, yes.
Okay. This is a program that has it actually started 24 years ago in the early 1990s. We started the program in response to our region being designated a non-attainment area for ozone pollution. And our goal was to reduce traffic congestion, improve our air quality, and to just get individuals out of their cars from driving alone and get more people sharing a ride with one another. Commute Solutions Month is actually an opportunity for us to celebrate the program and thank the current participants in the program that are carpooling, vanpooling, riding the bus or rail, walking and biking, teleworking, just using those alternative strategies other than just driving alone, creating more traffic congestion in our region. So we started 18 years ago celebrating Commute Solutions Month as a way to recognize the program and those participants that are involved.
Indeed. You listen to Access Houston. We're talking to Veronica Baxter-Lamb from the Houston-Galveston Area Council. This month is Commute Solutions Month. She just explained to us what Commute Solutions is. And so what are some of the commute solutions that people can do to reduce traffic here in the Houston-Galveston area?
Actually, we promote transit very strongly. Our regional Vanpool program, the Houston-Galveston Area Council actually managed that program for about 12 years. Now it's being managed through TxDOT, but we have Vanpools with 5 to 15 passengers. You may have seen the Star vans driving around. We have about 567 vans in our region with over 6,000 commuters. participating in that program. We also encourage people to carpool. And all of these strategies are mainly to reduce traffic congestion. As we see more and more people moving to our region, we have to find other ways of getting around, not only to work, but other locations, other destinations, other than just driving alone. When I came to Houston 38 years ago, there was very limited public transportation, meaning buses, no rail at that time, and no vanpools. But right now we have more than 500 vanpools. There's limitless numbers of carpools, and it's difficult to track carpools, but mainly because people are driving in their individual cars. So we do not have a record of how many carpoolers out there. But whenever we do surveys, or a number of other organizations do surveys, they can kind of gauge how many people are out there carpooling. But we just want to get people thinking differently about their travel behavior. And so we, when we developed this program, it was just designed to help us do just that.
Yeah. What is one simple thing that, people can do to help reduce the traffic and all that? Just one simple thing. Like we know about carpooling, vanpooling, but anything else? Like, I don't know, maybe ride a bike or something. Huh?
Well, the difficulty, and we're pushing biking a lot more now in the last 3 or 4 years here in the Houston area. But one of the difficulty with riding a bike, particularly during this time of year, is the heat. We deal with so much heat in the summer, deep summer months like August and July, of course. But we still want individuals that can do those things, like biking and walking, to do that rather than get into your car. But if you have to get in your car, do things as simple as combining your errands whenever you go out. Rather than taking multiple trips, you can just take 1 or 2 trips, run your errands to the grocery store, to the dry cleaners. There are so many things that you can do. Even when it comes to air quality, I encourage people to gas up your car in the evenings or in the early mornings before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand the word ozone. We hear it all the time, but not really know what it is. But it's actually a pollutant called nitrogen oxide combined with sunlight. And when you're driving your car, the ozone pollution that's emitted from your tailpipe, when it hits sunlight, that creates ozone. People don't know that. But doing simple things like combining your errands, getting your vehicle tuned up properly, making sure that you're not idling all the time. If you're going to a fast food restaurant, instead of idling in the drive-through line, park your vehicle and go indoors. When you're doing your banking, instead of going through the drive-through at the bank, park your vehicle and go inside.
Ms. Baxter-Lamb, I'm interested to know your thoughts or your reaction to the current administration rolling back these emission standards here. I just feel that it's going to probably harm the environment and the ozone even more.
It definitely will. I'm very disappointed by that, mainly because areas like our region who's faced with severe ozone problems, and we have been since 1990, early 1990s.
Yeah, because of all of the, this is oil and gas country here.
Exactly. And it's a setback for our nation in seeing those types of things happening with this current administration. But I do believe that with some powerful individuals up there in Congress that can help to fight to make sure that our air quality issues are addressed and always on the forefront of our citizens in the country, so we'll know what we need to do within our individual cities and our states.
And it's very
what
simple.
To do. Yes.
Oh, It's vote.
Yes.
That's what it is.
People need to vote.
You need
People
to vote.
need to go out and vote for those issues that's impacting their community.
Yes.
Right now, I'm working on a project called Environmental Justice, and I find that there's so much pollution being emitted in minority communities. And I've been working with a number of super neighborhood alliance group members. They are the presidents of all of the super neighborhoods in the Houston area. There are more than 50 of those super neighborhoods. And I've been working with Cashmere Gardens and Acres Home, Fifth Ward, a number of other communities. And I attend their regular meetings on the second Monday of every month. So I hear the voices of individuals in those communities that represent those communities saying, look, we need to do something to improve air quality in our region, particularly in those minority communities that are impacted the most.
Always.
Yes.
You listen to Access Houston, talking to Veronica Baxter-Lamb, the Principal Outreach Coordinator of Transportation for the Houston-Galveston Area Council. A few years ago, I helped MC a huge event that you all had down at City Hall, the Road Warriors for smarter commutes, excuse me. We're doing it again?
Yes. I'm hoping we will do it again. We haven't done it since then. We've been transitioning a little bit with the Commute Solutions program. We're kind of taking a different focus in some ways, but we still do outreach events, maybe not that large.
Okay.
But
that was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And, actually that event was the 16th event that we've done downtown.
Indeed.
I was honored to work with you and so many others that were there. Our mayor, Sylvester Turner, was so supportive and still is so supportive of Commute Solutions and what we do at HGAC and throughout our city. He's very supportive of transit, so he works closely with Metro and many of our other transit providers. I know a lot of folks think Metro's the only game in town when it comes to transit, but we have 7 or 8 other transit providers. But, we have a wonderful mayor, and he's very supportive of what we're doing. And we do hope to maybe have another event like that.
Well, please let me know. I would be down with anything that you all have going on, because you all are a big part of the reason why I make it my business to take public transportation at least once a week per our conversation.
So
Where can people go get more information on transit options, on how to become a road warrior, and all of the great things that HGAC is doing?
Okay. The best way to get more information about Commute Solutions is our website, Find a Smarter Way to Work. I think that's easy for individuals to remember. It's our tagline for Commute Solutions. So if you go to our website, Commute Solutions, find a smarter way to work.org, you can get more information about the various transportation options. And feel free to contact any of our staff. We have dedicated staff that work every day in promoting these programs to employers as well as commuters. So if you contact our office at 713-627-3200 and just ask for the Commute Solutions Department, we will be connected to that individual or individuals who are looking for more information.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by and letting us know about August being Commute Solutions Month. This has been some great things, and don't forget to log on to the website. It's very easy.
Yes.
Find a smarter way to work.org. Find a smarter way to work.org. She's the Principal Outreach Coordinator of Transportation for the Houston-Galveston Area Council, the lovely Mrs. Veronica Baxter-Lamb. Thank you for coming on the program. Good seeing you.
I'm always glad to see you, KG. Thank you so much.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming back. I think this might be the third time my man has been on the program this year. It's always a pleasure to see him. My guy, one of the owners of She's Happy Hair and the founder of She's Happy Foundation, Mr. Warren Broadnax. Welcome back, bruh.
Appreciate it. Always blessed and happy to be here, man. So thank you for having me again, KG.
Oh man, the pleasure's all mine, bro. You be working,
Trying
doing a lot. I see a She's Happy Hair Day in the future for here in H-Town, with as much as you guys have been doing in the community.
Shout out to Mel Sylvester Turner. If you listening, you speaking into
you know
existence.
Because y'all do some amazing things in the community. Like now, it's that time of year. The kids are getting ready to go back to school. So you've got the 6th annual She's Happy Foundation school supply giveaway. And you say this year is going to be bigger and better.
Definitely bigger and better.
What makes it bigger and better for this year? Because last year was pretty incredible, bro.
It was. What makes it bigger and better this year? We're able to touch more people. So since we launched the foundation, we were able to establish and bring in more funding, which was one of the reasons we really established the foundation. So I think last year we only had about 500 backpacks total, but this year we'll have 200 backpacks at each location. So that's definitely one thing that's going to make it bigger and better on 8/18 from 12 to 4 at all 3 She's Happy Hair locations in Houston. So that's one thing. We'll be able to touch more kids, man. We'll give away 200 backpacks per location this time. So that's 600 in Houston alone. We're also going to give away 200 at our 2 Dallas locations and 200 at our Detroit location as well.
So 3 different markets this is going down.
Definitely.
Man, listen here. Talk about how important it is for you to give back to the community, because not only are you a successful, businessman, but you make it your business to give back to the community. Talk about the importance it is for you to do that, because a lot of cats they here to get their paper and keep it moving.
I think we got a social responsibility. Seeing as we came from these same communities, my co-founder, partner Marcus Bowers, and the rest of the team.
Marcus, I'm a little salty you ain't here, bro. I wanted both of y'all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But maybe hopefully one day. Okay, Go ahead. My bad.
KG say he catches us at different times. But me, Marcus Bowers, and the rest of the She's Happy team, we just feel like we have a social responsibility. We come from poverty. We all came from a situation where we definitely needed a handout or two growing up. So now that we're in a situation and a predicament where we can definitely give a handout, we want to give as many as possible and touch as many people as possible. So it's just a social responsibility. I mean, we're Black business owners. Our customers are Black, so I feel like it's right to give back to that same community that supports us so much.
No doubt. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Warren Broadnax, who is the owner of She's Happy Hair and the founder of She's Happy Foundation. So this year, you're back again. This is the 5th annual haircuts for boys at She's Happy Hair. Or where is that going to be? Is that going to be at the location?
It's actually going to be at the location as well. We're going to bring local barbers into the location. We're excited about this year because last year, due to what's the storm we had?
Hurricane Harvey.
Harvey. Due to Harvey, we didn't get a chance to do the haircuts because on that Sunday is when Harvey came in. So we're really excited.
That Sunday.
It was that Sunday last year. It was a Sunday that it rolled in, so it kind of broke our hearts because we weren't able to do it. So that's why it's only the 5th annual for the haircuts this year.
Right.
So we're excited to be able to bring the barbers in to all 3 She's Happy locations. If your son doesn't have a haircut, you can bring him in on 8/26 from 12 to 4 p.m. and we're going to get a free haircut to everybody. We know that first day of school is the 27th for everyone, so we want to get those fresh haircuts for all the young men that are not able to get one. So they can come to She's Happy Hair on 8/26 from 12 to 4.
Indeed. And, I know this is rhetorical for us, but a lot of people may not know She's Happy Hair. What is it? Is it a hair salon? Is it? Do I go there to buy weave? Like what is She's Happy Hair?
What is She's Happy Hair? She's Happy Hair. We are the #1 virgin hair supplier in the United States. We birthed this business in 2012. We currently have a hair care line for natural hair women, mostly African American women. It's actually catered to us. We have 6 locations across the United States. We have 3 locations here in the Houston market, one on 610 in South Main, one on 45 in Greens Road, and one on 59 in West Belford. We are a Black-owned business catered around Black women and just socially conscious and responsible to give back to our communities. So that's who She's Happy Hair is. If you haven't heard the commercial or you don't know the song, listen to more Access Houston. It's coming.
Okay, Warren, man, this is some great stuff. And the foundation, So, which is why you're here, and the foundation is the one that's putting on the She's Happy Foundation's school supply giveaway. How did the foundation come about? Like, what was it that made you want to say, you know what, let's start a nonprofit 501c3 and do some things? Was it something in particular in your life that happened, or you and Marcus was just like, hey, we about the community, so we need a foundation?
I think it was more of the later, what you just said. Yeah, we already about the community. We've been signing checks since we started doing this. Since we birthed She's Happy Hair, we've always been just intricate in the community and taking our community engagement so strongly. So it was the fact that we've been writing checks out of our pockets for the last 5 years. So it's like, how do we touch more people? Like, a lot of people like, oh, you guys are doing great, but we never could do enough. So we figure if we do get this 501c and kind of bring up some initiatives, we can be able to impact more people with not just the funds from She's Happy Hair, but funds that we can kind of help generate from these bigger corporations and bring them directly back to the hood where we need to go. I don't want to bash anybody, but I know if I might text $10 to another charity, I don't know where it goes.
Right.
With the foundation, all that money is going directly back into the community, and it's just something that we want to be control of ourselves to kind of make our contribution.
That's what's up. And, it's okay because we are familiar with these organizations that we don't know where the money is going. Saw a lot of that with Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Saying that it's going here and it don't go nowhere else. So knowing that y'all is going right to it. Like, let me tell you something about these two brothers, even though one of them isn't here. They are really about that life. You see them in the streets. You see them hands-on. A lot of young cats that have businesses, they don't even think this far. Like I just said earlier, they are all about, let me get the money, secure the bag, and keep it moving. These guys are actually out here in these streets, on the ground, in the fields, doing the work themselves. And so with that alone, that deems for support. And for the rest of you black businesses out there, step up and be more like Warren and Marcus and give back to the community. No, I'm being dead ass. Like, because we know what kind of times that we are living in today.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can see that they don't care about us.
Right.
We have to go out. We got to do it ourselves. We have to support, each other because they don't care about us.
Man, I just want to shout out to LeBron. KG, since we talking about giving back, man, why not? Just shout out to LeBron and
big
everything
ups
he did.
to LeBron
Huge,
James.
huge.
An entire school for 3rd and 4th graders.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Integrate, and it was deliberate because that whole school to prison pipeline.
Yes.
It is real. If your child is not at a certain reading level by the time if they're not at a 3rd grade reading level by the 3rd grade, or at least what they will know wherever the child is by the 3rd grade, if they'll either be in school more or they'll be in prison. Yeah, LeBron saw that and did it, but yet you got the Russian Agent Orange over here, calling him and Don Lemon stupid.
How?
Like, bruh.
How? I don't.
Your Secretary of Education is LeBron has done more than Betsy DeVos. How about that?
Definitely.
Look, I ain't gonna get on this.
Hands down. We ain't gonna get into it, but hands down.
we ain't gonna get
we gotta
into
save
politics.
ourselves. He's leading by
right.
example that we gotta save ourselves,
Yeah.
and we just trying to follow suit, man. And shout out to KG. I know you're all in the community as well, as you always give us kudos. That's you know in the streets because you are there as well. So huge shout out to you and keep doing the great things.
Thank you, and the same to y'all. So y'all get ready for Saturday the 18th from 12 until 4 at all 3 She's Happy Hair locations here in Houston for the 6th annual Back to School Backpack School Supply Drive. Man, what else you want to say about it?
Man, that's it, man. I just want to remind everybody, 8/18, please come out to all 3 She's Happy Hair locations in Houston. We'll have up to 200 backpacks at each location. They'll be completely filled with school supplies. The She's Happy Foundation is happy to bring this back to Houston again. Also on 8/26, those same 3 locations, you can bring all your boys back, and we're going to give free haircuts for the little boys, man. So we know how important it is to go to school that first day with that first edge up. Yeah, it's so important. It's so important. Even though I'm growing mine out and you grew yours out. But I know how important that is, that first day of just having that sense of feeling about yourself day one. If your clothes ain't fresh, if your haircut fresh, you feel good about yourself. So if you can't, or a little boy that can't get a haircut, please bring it by on 8/26. We would love to make sure he gets that free haircut. Other than that, just want to give kudos to everybody the team for the She's Happy Foundation. We've been doing great things. We got a lot of great things that we're working on. So again, just thankful to my team. It's way bigger than me and Marcus KG. So shout out to everybody on the She's Happy Foundation team. And the management here at Radio 1, Ms. Pam McKay, which always is a great help to us. Thank you so much as always. And she helps us with the community as well. So you guys are doing a great job. Access Houston. Oh, everybody, man. You know, it takes a village. It takes a village, man.
Indeed.
So we appreciate you guys just helping us promote this event. We really do.
Yeah, and I want to talk more about your natural hair products, because a lot of people going natural these days.
Right.
You're doing it, I'm doing it. I'm like, dang, as you said that, I was like, oh, they got natural products. Let me go and
Definitely.
All about us.
Yeah.
Warren, I appreciate your time, bro, and you coming on the program again, man. I really do.
KG, man, thank you for having me as always, man. We're just blessed, man, to have great people like you in situations to give us this platform that we need, man. Thank you.
For sure. Warren Broadnax, the founder of She's Happy Hair and She's Happy Foundation. Save the date, Saturday, the 18th, 8/18 for the 6th annual Back to School Backpack Giveaway. And then, is that the following week, the 26th?
Yeah. We do the backpacks a week before, and then we do the haircuts that day before. So that Sunday before. That way that hair could be fresh for him on Monday.
So right before the first day of school,
that's why we do it like
haircut. All right, and I appreciate you coming on, brother. And thank you for listening to Access Houston.